Hello and welcome to Kev's English Podcast, Real English every week with your host Kev Dean.
Hello, it's Kevin here again with episode 39, I think it is, of the English Native, Kev's English Podcast, whatever you want to call it. So, it's been a week or so since my last episode. I mean to do one every weekend, but I've got so much on. It's just, I have to do it when I've got time. So I've got some news, some new stuff, some new things, which as students you may be interested in. And I'm going to talk about my IELTS plan of study, because I wanted to make an episode about this. Well, I go through all the stages of how to get started from after this initial segment, which I'm going to talk about what I've been doing and what my plans are, the next thing, which if you have taken IELTS before, you don't need, but it might be useful for you in any case. It's based on my study guide, which you can download completely free from theenglishnative.com, my podcast site, or from my new learning management system, which I'm currently working on, called Notion. Well, that's the name of the bit of software. It's an LMS, it's a learning management system, which is what I've been spending a lot of time on. And it's basically an app which can be worked into a site where all my teaching materials for a particular subject or course are gathered together in the same place on the same page. So instead of me sending different files to different students, instead I can send them or you a link to this, and you can access all the materials, the videos are embedded, the podcasts embedded, the files embedded for download. It will all be in one place. Anyway, so that's the thing I've been working on this last few days over the weekend, this learning management system. As I say, I'll put some links wherever you're listening or watching, because I make this into a podcast for YouTube. If you're listening on italki or Spotify or on YouTube, I'll put a link in the description to my first LMS hub, which is for IELTS writing. I'm going to do one for speaking, OET, the CAE, TOEFL, and etc. All my other things. So, setting up that learning management system. Still working. That's taken a lot of time. Also, I've been doing a lot of training for AI. I did a Microsoft course this weekend, AI for educators. I've got all the certificates are on my LinkedIn profile and on my profile on italki, so you can check out those. So I did a load of courses over the previous weeks for exams, just to make sure that what I was teaching is correct, and it is. So I've got certificates for official ones for TOEFL, IELTS, OET and PTE academic. So that was a few weeks back. This last week I've taken a lot of AI courses, quite a lot. I did a Microsoft one, and I can't remember, there was one by Canva, and anyway, I did about maybe 3 or 4. I can't remember the names now, but it's all stuff like British Council, IELTS, so it's official stuff, which I found was very interesting, very illuminating, because I'm using artificial intelligence every day now. I've got a system of tools, and if you're one of my students, or if you want to be, you will find out, or you will know. I use them to do an analysis of your writing and speaking. So for the speaking, I make recordings, do a transcription, run it through an LLM, which is, a large language model, and it analyzes according to the criteria for whichever exam. So I do that for the speaking, I record our sessions, do a transcription, analyze and send a report, and students find that and I can also send you the actual recording. Students find this a big help. They can see exactly what they said, word for word, line by line, and they can see the criteria, the scoring, what we need to do, because I always give an improved version as well. So I do that for IELTS, TOEFL, and OET. I haven't had any PTE academic students for some time now. I don't know why. Maybe that exam is not as popular, but still. And for the writing also, of course. So I do a analysis, line by line, highlighting errors in grammar, cohesion, coherence, word choice, syntax, task response, etc. Anyway, so I've been spending quite a lot of time working on that. Artificial intelligence, because it is the future of teaching, or perhaps not the future, but it's going to be it's increasingly becoming an integral part of what we as educators, which is what I like to call myself now, what us as educators need to help you, the student, in the future. I don't know if anybody else, any of the teachers are using the methods and techniques I'm currently using. I'm sure that some are. I know that most of them aren't. But still, that's it. So it's not new. My application of it is maybe unique as far as I'm aware, offering transcriptions and feedback for both writing and speaking. But anyway, so that's that. There'll be some links, you can check it out, see what I mean exactly. But yeah, that's been working really, really well. So apart from the artificial intelligence stuff, the learning management system stuff, apart from the teacher training, the certificates, the courses, that's taken me several weeks now. So let me talk about the study plan. Okay, so let me just get that out, get that script open. I wrote it out. I wrote a script, what I'm going to say exactly. Where are we? Okay, here we go. So, the study plan. Now, you don't need to take any notes because it's all in the file. You can download it from my site, etc. So, first thing you need to do is find out exactly where you are right now. So if you've taken IELTS and you contact me, we know your score, you got 5.5, you got 6, you want 6.5, 7 or above. Okay. If you haven't taken it before, then you need to book a practice test with me or try a complete mock exam. And what we'll do, if you contact me, I'll send you a listening test, a reading test, and then we'll do a writing and a speaking test so I can see where you are now. So if you've taken your exam, and this is for OET, IELTS or TOEFL, if you've taken your exam, you've got your score, that's good, that's a starting point. If you've never taken IELTS, then that's where we start. Okay? My assessment first, find out where you are. The second thing, know your test. Once you know your level, you need to understand the test itself. What's the format, the different question types, how long for each section. For the writing, 150 words. For the essay, 250 words for different question types. Look at the band descriptors. They're linked in the study guide. You can find them freely, understand those, task response, cohesion, coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, the different question types, etc. So then you also need to build what I call your ideas bank. So that's start collecting ideas, and examples on common IELTS themes and topics. Things like education, crime, punishment, technology, environment, health, society, work. When you've got your ideas bank, and there's a video on my channel, if you go to my YouTube channel, The English Native, click on search and type in ideas bank, you'll find a video there where I explain what this means. Now the next thing is plan your study. Have realistic expectations. People come to me sometimes on italki and they're taking IELTS in a week and they want to jump one complete band. That's not going to happen. Somebody often comes and says, right, I need to go half a band or a band in a month's time. So I have to make them a plan, a study. So what I do, as I said, assessment first, what's your aim, how much time, and I can make your weekly plan. Okay, if you download the guide, turn to page 8, you'll see a weekly schedule in the guide. Okay, the next thing, you need to understand the strategies for the different skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So I explain in more detail in the guide, but you need to do some listening practice every day, not just IELTS exams, but listening to podcasts, watching films, etc. You know, to get your ears used to the different accents, and then work on the question types. Is it multiple choice? Is it matching headings, etc. Reading. Build your vocab every day. It's the biggest reason students lose marks. They can't think of synonym or paraphrase. Practice skimming and scanning. Again, all this is explained in detail, and it's the same for writing and speaking. I'm not going to explain it all. Again, read it in the guide. So you have to make yourself a plan, a schedule. Do it week by week, month by month, depending on how much time you have. Now, step 5, consistency. This is the not so secret ingredient. You need to be consistent. Do something every day, every single day. Either it's just reading a short article, writing a paragraph, which areas have you improved, which are, weak. If you have lessons with me, we review this plan every week. Okay, so that's it, my complete plan. Again, this is just a brief overview. You can find the guide link in the description. Visit my Notion IELTS Writing Hub. You can download the writing stuff there. I haven't done the speaking section yet, but that's coming, more for me to do. So, yeah, I've got to get off now. I've got lessons beginning. That'll be soon. There's just a quick update. So, artificial intelligence, I've been doing lots of work. It's paying off. It's very good in producing content for the learners. Check out all the links and feel free to contact me if you've got any questions. Anytime. Right, got to go. Got to leave you. It's a bit of a short episode. I say I haven't got a lot of time today. I've got lessons all afternoon now. People from Thailand, 2 from China, 1 from the Czech Republic. Every day, busy day for me on italki. So see you next time for the next episode. Okay, bye for now.